With the AllProWebTools basic package, you get the Password Manager tool. With this tool, you can save all the logins and passwords for the accounts you've created and be able to quickly search through them. To get to the Password Manager, go to the top right and click on your username, and then click on Passwords. Here you can see I already have a couple passwords put into the system. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and add a new password. Here I'm going to put the URL that I visit to log in. In Login, I'm going to go ahead and put in the username that I use, and in Password, I'm going to type in the password that I use. Notice the Generate button here. If I find myself creating a lot of different accounts and have difficulties coming up with new passwords, I can use the Generate button to auto-generate a random password. In this Notes field, I can add some extra notes about this account. For instance, I could put in notes about the security questions if that's needed, or just information about what this account is used for in general. Lastly, I can select a clearance from this drop-down menu. This is what allows only certain users to see certain passwords. If I leave this password as a clearance 9, that means every user who has access to my console will be able to see this password. If, for instance, I choose 6 for my clearance level, then only users that have a clearance level of 6 or lower will be able to see this password. In a moment, I will explain setting the password level for users and a little bit more how that restricts what passwords they're able to see. Now that I'm finished, I'm going to click Save. And you can see the password I created was already added in. From this screen, you can't change any information. You can only read it. But if you need to make some changes, you can do so by using the Edit button on the far right. When using the Password Manager, don't forget about the search bar at the top. You can use this to quickly filter your list of passwords to only the ones that you are looking for. Now let's talk a little bit more about this clearance level. Not only does each password have a clearance, each user also has a password level. We can find these by going to Settings and Users. And we'll click on the user we want to look at. The password level is found underneath the Permissions tab, and is the first setting underneath that tab. If you hover over the Help icon, it explains that the lowest level is 9 and the highest is 0. Since this user has the password level 9, they will only be able to see passwords that have a clearance level 9 in the manager. So they will not be able to see the password I just created because I gave it a clearance 6. If I go ahead and change this user's password level, and let's say I make them a password level 4, now they can see any passwords that have a clearance number of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Now this user will be able to see the password that I created because that has a clearance 6, and I've just given this user a level 4 clearance.